I was born in Managua, Nicaragua, and I remember when I was 4 years old, my mom separated with my dad, and we moved to my aunt's house. It was a really, really poor house. We don't even have any floor. I have a friend from college, and she lived here in San Francisco, and she went from vacation in Nicaragua with one of her friends, and they were there, and they convinced me or tell me about the great idea to come to USA. I say, if I go there, I got this internship, I'm gonna go there to learn English. I'm gonna go there to know better about how American works. So if I come back to my country after that period, I'm gonna get a better job in my country, and I'm gonna save that money to buy a house for my mom. I start to do everything like without telling anybody in my house about I'm gonna leave the country and I'm applying for this internship. I told my mom 15 days before I came here that I had to leave my country. Of course, she was really sad, really mad, really upset because I had to do that. But I remember the day when I told her, and I use these words: all the things that I'm doing for you, for me, for my brothers, we never have a house, so I want you to buy a house. I was there in the plane, looking by the window and thinking about, I have to come back to my country. I won't stay in USA. I have to come back and buy the house. And I wasn't crying, and I was so happy, but when we going to the freeway, my brother called me, and it was the moment when I exploded, and I couldn't stop to cry. I thought that at the internship I was so nervous. I thought that I won't be, for the language. I feel good. I knew some words, but when you're not in your country, practicing the language is different, And my manager, he didn't speak any Spanish. So it was really funny, like how we were talking with sign. They told me that I had to know everything about the floor too. So I was working there as a cashier. I was working there as a busser. I was working there as a runner. And at some point, they saw something in me, and they offered me also working as a manager on weekend. When I realized the way that I was living in Nicaragua in my aunt's house for free, without paying anything, and over there if something happened to you, you have a fight with your mom or everything, you just go to your friend's house and you don't need to pay any rent. And when I came here, and I was like, no one told me that part before, that I had to pay rent. We were going out and meeting different people every day. But for me, it was hard. I didn't even want to go out. I was having dinner, I was on the table, they were talking, they were laughing, they were having fun. But I was so quiet. I was having a headache, but it's not because I was sick, it's because I was having a headache talking with people, and I can't even understand anything. I wasn't even talking. I just was there and here, and that's it. And I can't forget those things. It was really hard for me. It was really hard to ask my friend, can you translate for me? And she was getting tired too of that. I like to meet people, but when you go out, I wasn't having fun. I came back to my country. I introduced my husband to my family. I went there, and we had a great time. And when I came back, and I remember I took the airplane again, this time, every time when you go, you think, I'm gonna be more strong and it won't be that weak. But for me, it's worse. So when I'm in the airport, leaving my country, it gets worse for me because it's sad. I spent my whole life over there. At this point, I feel that even if I don't have the professional job yet, I feel like I have been learning a lot.